I wrote jokes for every NBA game played over the weekend. Here are my favorites. Peyton Pritchard had 42 points, Jaylen Brown had his 4th career triple-double, and the Celtics eked out a 2-point win over the Cavs. As for what Cleveland's backcourt did in this game, doesn't matter because they'll tell you they're super talented and it could have matched that if they wanted to. In today's NBA, a lot of guys will use their skill to dominate. But then there's Zach Edey, who had 32 points and 17 rebounds simply by being bigger than everyone else. Oh, okay, fine, playing the Kings didn't hurt either. The Lakers beat the Pelicans on Sunday for their 7th straight win, which reminded me, they traded all those young guys for Anthony Davis, which was like trading 4 quarters for $1. Then they traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, which was like trading $1 for $10 million in cash. In conclusion, life isn't fair. The Raptors blew a 17-point lead to eventually fall to the Hornets in overtime, because nothing says, hey, take us seriously as Eastern Conference contenders like having your 9-game win streak snapped to a team wearing jerseys that look like a Sunny D promo. Pascal Siakam knocked down a game-winning jumper to beat the Bulls after the basketball gods realized the bill on Nikola Vucevic's 2-game winners was overdue. And who better to collect than a dude who already knows plenty about the suffering? Giannis surpassed 21,000 career points in a win over the Nets, and my biggest question from that is just like, what does he do with all those points? Like, where does he store them? Because as has been said many times, he doesn't have a bag, so where does he store all those points if he doesn't have a bag? Does he just carry them on his shoulders? Does he put them in his car? Does he shove them up your ass? We'll never know. Kevon Looney made his first return to Golden State after leaving for the Pelicans this past offseason, which had him realize that there are definitely worse things than trying to direct Jonathan Kuminga on defense. Nikola Jokic didn't miss a shot in a win over the Suns. Damn, if only Phoenix had Jusuf Nurkic, then maybe they could... Wait, he really didn't miss a single shot? So there's just no wiggle room for this joke at all? Damn it! The Hawks beat the Cavs on Friday night to eliminate them from NBA Cup play. Cleveland falling short in a game with actual stakes? Oh my god, April came early this year! Brandon Miller scored a game-high 27 points in a win over the Bulls, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been so upsetting to see this super talented wing have his career derailed by injuries, though I will admit, it starts to make a lot more sense when you realize his GOAT is Paul George. Desmond Bane had 37 points in a win over the Pistons to claim East Group B of the NBA Cup. So here's my question. The Magic gave up 5 first-round picks to acquire Bane. So how many did they have to then give up to get his talent? To beat the Suns in his first game of the season, Jalen Williams had 11 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and 100 reminders that there's really just no hope for any of us. The Lakers beat the Mavericks as Anthony Davis had to act like good barbecue and no state income tax. Is totally worth giving up his last prime years of basketball. The Clippers led by as many as 16. Kawhi had 39 points, and yet they still lost to the Grizzlies. I'm really starting to believe that banning Donald Sterling for life wasn't enough. I'm starting to think sacrifice.